For this sitemap demonstration, I'm going to utilize Microsoft's Visio, and I'm just going to get my all set up here for my design. I'm going to change my orientation. Let's go landscape. Landscape, there we go. And I'm going to pull up some of the pre-included shapes for the website here. And there we go. Okay, so the first thing I want to represent is going to be my home page and its navigation. And for that, I'm not going to use that. I would like to just use, let's say, just for a basic sitemap, I'll use a two-way connector to show that if you click on one thing, you can always click back to get back, if that makes sense. And I'm going to just duplicate these and pull them down. Let's see, there's 3, 4, 5. We'll make it, let's see, how about a 6-page website? And this is what I love about the Microsoft Visio. I can just do this super quick. And again, I'll just duplicate all of these connectors and bring them down. And if I can put it where I want it, there we go. All right, so there we have really quick here would be the navigation or how the nav bar would be organized in this website. And just bring this down a touch. And you can always nudge and clean up these things later. No, you can group them and move them as a unit here. But I'm just going to clean it up a little bit as I go. There we go. Not perfect, but it'll do. So we have navigation for 6 web pages here on the navigation, the nav bar. So the first one, let's see, we're going to title this one, of course, our home page. We should always be able to get back to the home page. And let's say this one, we'll name it About, and then we'll do a Contact Us page. And let's say we do an Events, and the next we'll do Fundraisers. Okay. Oop. And then how about the next one, Join Us. Okay, so yeah, bring that up a little. Oop, there we go. Sorry about that. Okay, so here we go real quick. We have, let's just hypothetically say this is the order of a 6-page website, the navigation, the web, or nav bar. And the next thing we want to do is kind of, we want to bring over these web element pages, and we're going to add descriptors a little bit more about each of these pages so we know what we need to design, or maybe if you're the programmer, program for usability, the different elements that you're going to have to include on each of these pages. So we're just going to go real basic with this one. And again, I am going to go ahead and just connect everything together. And it's because that's up there. There we go. And make another one of those. And make another one of those. Okay, there we go. So now we can start adding our descriptors for each pages. So this one is going to be our home page. And let's say this page is going to include the weekly blog entry or entries. And let's say archives. All right, so there we go. And then on the About page, let's say it's going to be information about the website. And that can be the topic, the organization, you know, whatever information you need to include that describes your website. And then here for Contact Us, we want a, let's say, Contact Us form. And if we already had one made, we can actually go ahead and link it here. I'm going to go ahead and use the pictorial representation so I visually know I need to have a contact us form created for that. And let's say for our events, let's say we have a list of the, okay, I'm going to click on here. Let's say we have a list of the events. Okay, list of the events. Okay, and then on fundraisers, for continuity, let's do the same thing, but fundraisers. And let's say, our partners and partners. So this would be our fundraising partners if we for advertising or if we're cross promoting each other. And so on the events, let's say we have other resources. So we're not sure what that is, but we at this point, but let's just say we have to allow for some space for some other resources. And this last one, join us, let's say this is a join us form as well. Okay, a join us form. And again, I'll pull the form icon over. So I know I'm going to need form made for that. I'm just going to resize a little bit. Just clean it up a little bit. So really quick, this one also needs a bigger box to hold all the contents that we put in there. Let's see if it's going to fit. There we go. So you see the basic idea here is just to give ourselves a really good representation of what all we're going to need to, we're going to have to design and allow, we're going to have to design it all, and we're going to need to know what it's going to look like for our storyboard. So this gives us an attack plan. But we've just described one element that would be on these pages, but I see some of them that would lead to more content, like a whole page group. The archives, for instance, right here on the home page would be maybe hidden pages. They're not necessarily, excuse me for that scrolling. They wouldn't necessarily be on the navigation to get to. They could be. They might be hyperlinked in your footer. But let's say for this one that they're hidden pages that you get to only from the home page. And I've got my formatting kind of a little messed up there. Okay, so, and let's say my about page, let's say I'm pretty confident that in one page I could describe and tell the mission, the vision, and you know, possibly the values of the website here. And but if I wanted to add pages, I could do so later. And let's say I also think that a contact us form is good standalone, or I could say, actually, I'll have a, I'll link the admin email here, so you can ask a question without having to fill out that form. That might be a good idea. Let's just try that there. Okay, and oh, it didn't actually duplicate for me. There we go. All right. There's always another way to get this done. And then the next page is the list of the events and other resources, which definitely is going to be a whole other group of pages, as well as this list of fundraisers. So let's bring, kind of running out of room here. Getting a little tight. Okay, so let's say the descriptor I want for this group of websites would be those hyperlinks. links to the events, since they're a list, and partners. So this is where we also have included cross-promoting our partners, and where we'll have their information. See, there we go. And on this one, it would be the hyperlinks to fundraisers. And in partners, I see I have some typos, and yeah, I keep spelling partners wrong. See, I'm still doing it as I speak. There we go. So actually, I noticed here we had resources. So I'm going to change partners to, well, didn't mean to do that. It's a little bit much. So here we go. Resources. And I missed the K here. And I see I spelled partners over here wrong too. And I'm scrolling again. My apologies. And there is spell check in here, which is very helpful. And then we'll put that back the way it was. I just want to grab you and bring you there. Okay, not wanting to cooperate still. All right, it was all those spelling errors that got me a little off my game. So let's see here. I have the pages, the hidden pages for the list of partners completed, and just looking over everything to see if we need anything else. So right here we have the navigation that would be on our home page, and the nav bar as it would appear on each and every page, because I'm representing that it's a two-way, which means that same navigation is on every page. I have the descriptors of the items that would be found on these pages, including some interactive elements that I will design for. And I also have where I'm going to need subsequent pages in possible navigation, but it allows me to plan for all of these extra pages, especially here and here and here in the archives if I'm going to have them, or so I can storyboard my next phase, showing exactly how these all look. So thank you.